Hello everyone. We have started the chapter control and coordination, and in this now we are doing the plant hormones. Okay, today we will do the main topic, that is plant hormones. Now you know that in I discussed in the earlier video, previous video, that the coordination between the various organs, between the various systems of the body, that is very means the systematical, means the, like the, if I have given examples, if arms and fingers, they will grow, right? So they will not go haphazardly, they are growing in certain particular directions. So here all these, the carefully controlled directions particular, they are controlled, right? They are particularly controlled. So what is responsible for that particular control? Whenever our responses are made, that are because of the stimuli, and that stimuli, they transfer the information within our body. So medium, right? Medium, that is responsible for the transfer of this information, right? We will study that medium. Although information is this transferred with the electrical signals, no doubt, as you have studied in the this neurons, that synapse is there and particular nerve impulse is generated there, and then from one neuron to second neuron, how the nerve impulse it will travel. Now another means of this, there will be the chemical transmission, or we can say the chemicals are present, which are called hormones. They are the chemical, we can say the chemical messengers. Okay, this name is given to hormones, chemical messengers, because they are chemicals and they are responsible for conveying the messages from the site of their origin to different distant places. Okay, for the proper coordination of all the systems of the body, all the in the systems which you have studied in the chapter life processes. Now first they will reach only those cells. First of all, the hormones, they will reach only those cells which are connected with the brain, or we can say the which are connected with the, more appropriately we can say, which are connected with nervous tissue there. Okay, in case of the animal bodies. And then this tissue from this site, these hormones, they will be transferred to various places whenever required in the body. Now similar is the case with the nerve impulse. I told you in hormones, particular site was there in the midbrain where hypothalamus was, pituitary body was there. So means the mainly in the brain, midbrain part of the this brain, the center of all these is. Here is the all control of the hormones, when they will be released on the demand of the body, and what function they will perform, and when they are released it should be stopped. Okay. Now another way is the electrical transmission I discussed with you, that is with the help of neurons, but little bit disadvantage is there of the electrical convey of the information, electrical, we can say the communication. How? Once the nerve impulse it gets generated, then what happen? Once it is generated, then it will transmit the cell to the cells within some distance, and after that new impulse is now to be generated. So every time new impulse it should be generated. Okay, means the once electrical impulse is generated in a cell and then transmitted. Again cell will reset it. Again cell has to reset it again and again. Right? So it will take some time for the generation of the and transmitting this new impulse. So in other words we can say that the cells, they are not in a condition that they can continuously generate and they can continuously create the electrical impulses, right? So for this, multicellular organisms, plants and animals, they have another means of communication between the cells. That communication is called the chemical communication, or we can say the role of hormones will come here. So this is called the chemical communication, because the chemicals, that hormones, are responsible for the communication among various cells. Now we will specifically discuss today the plant hormones only. In next section we will take the animal hormones. So in plant hormones, mainly they are auxins, second gibberellins, third cytokinins, fourth abscisic acid. So all these are the main plant hormones which are known for their specific functions. First we will take the auxins. First one is the auxin. So this hormone, it is synthesized at the shoot tip, right? It will be synthesized at the shoot tip, and it will show its action farther away from that place. Means the site of origin and site of function, they are different, and it helps the cells to grow longer. And when light comes in contact, auxin diffuses that particular shoot tip. When for example this is a site here, and when it comes in contact with this light, when light falls on this, it will start diffusing. Okay, diffusion, you know that the movement of these molecules from higher to lower concentration. Diffusion will start here of this hormone, and it will start diffusing towards the opposite side, means the shady side of that particular shoot. Okay, so the concentration of this auxin, then it will stimulate the cells there to grow longer and longer. And where it will stimulate the cells, means at the site that is away from the origin, means towards the shady side, we can say, right? So this is the, you should learn the physiological roles of these hormones. So its physiological role is what? That it allows the cells to grow longer. Okay, and origin is the shoot tip, and this function site is the where the distant places, means the shady part of that particular shoot. Second one is the gibberellin. It is responsible for the increase in the internodal growth. Internodal, you know what are nodes? Internodes. For example, these are the nodes in a stem. The distance between the two nodes, that is called the internodes, they are also like the auxins. They also help in the growth of the stem. But internodal growth, that is the main specific function of the gibberellins. Cytokinins, they are known for their activity, that is cell division, fast cell division. They are responsible for that. Okay, so means they are present in higher amount where? In the fruits and seeds. Cytokinins in the fruits and seeds, because they are the reservoirs of the cells, their active cell division, because they are the result of this, the active cell division of the because of this cytokinin. Okay, so this is about the cytokinins. Now one is antagonistic here. Inhibitory role, means inhibitory role it will play here, that is abscisic acid. It inhibits the growth. It affects means the wilting of the leaves. You have seen the wilting, means the yellowing and drooping of leaves. That is called the wilting of leaves. and abscisic acid is responsible for inhibition of the growth. And all these are, we have discussed, they are the we can say the growth promoting hormones, and this is the inhibitory one. Okay, so this is all about plant hormones. Next we will study animal hormones. Okay, thank you.